Why do most people never become who they were truly capable of becoming in this lifetime of their own potential? It is not because they lack talent, intelligence, resources, or opportunity in this competitive world today around them right now. The real reason hides inside their daily choices, repeated quietly without discipline, courage, or relentless commitment to growth and change. They dream about greatness, but protect the habits that guarantee they remain painfully average forever in their comfort zones daily. Potential feels exciting because it requires no sacrifice, no risk, no exposure, and absolutely no uncomfortable transformation at all whatsoever. Becoming powerful demands that you dismantle your excuses, your distractions, your ego, and your addiction to comfort every single day. Most people flirt with growth until it challenges their identity. Then they retreat to familiarity and safety again and hide. They say they want change, but they refuse to change the behaviors that keep them stagnant every single night consistently. Growth begins the moment you choose discipline over mood, standards over feelings, and action over endless discussion and delay, hesitation. The gap between who you are and who you could become is built from daily repeated decisions, small unseen choices. Every time you choose comfort, you cast a vote for a smaller, weaker version of yourself in the future ahead. Every time you choose discipline, you reinforce the identity of someone capable, focused, resilient, and dangerous to mediocrity and weakness. Most people never meet their strongest self because they never stay consistent long enough through boredom, pain, doubt, and resistance. They expect clarity before action, instead of understanding that clarity is born from movement and courageous repetition over time, consistently. You do not become confident by thinking powerful thoughts. You become confident by surviving hard days repeatedly, without applause, daily. You do not discover discipline. You build it by honoring promises, especially when breaking them feels easier than continuing forward. The tragedy is not failure. The tragedy is living safely beneath your true capacity for your entire lifespan, quietly. Average becomes permanent when you repeatedly justify weak decisions with temporary emotions and convenient explanations every single week and year. If you want extraordinary results, you must tolerate extraordinary pressure without running back to old patterns or familiar comforts again. Your future self is created by what you practice daily, not by what you promise occasionally during emotional speeches online. Excuses feel intelligent, but they are simply stories designed to protect you from necessary growth and painful responsibility today. Responsibility is heavy because it removes blame and forces you to confront your own patterns without hiding behind circumstances anymore. Most people would rather appear busy than be effective because busyness hides lack of results and unfinished commitments clearly daily. You cannot outthink a life that requires action. You must outwork the version of you resisting growth every single morning. Fear whispers that you are not ready. Discipline replies that readiness comes after repetition and relentless exposure to discomfort daily. The person you could become is waiting on the other side of habits you refuse to break today, consistently, completely. Comfort convinces you that small efforts are enough, while greatness demands total commitment without negotiation or half-hearted attempts, ever. You sabotage your potential each time you lower standards to match your current discipline instead of growth, daily expectations higher. Greatness requires an identity shift, not a temporary burst of motivation, but a permanent commitment to disciplined behavior, daily, forever. Most people quit during the invisible phase, when progress is forming beneath the surface and nothing impressive appears yet outwardly. They mistake silence for stagnation and struggle for failure because they lack patience and vision for mastery long-term growth. Endurance separates those who fantasize about success from those who actually achieve it through consistent, disciplined, imperfect action, daily, relentlessly. You cannot keep your old mindset and expect a radically different future, because transformation demands new standards, behaviors, and sacrifices. The version of you that feels comfortable today will resent the discipline required tomorrow when ambition demands more from you. Stop romanticizing potential and start measuring progress through completed tasks and improved habits every single disciplined week, consistently, without excuses. Your ceiling rises only when your standards become non-negotiable and you enforce them even on your worst days possible. Weak routines create weak outcomes, no matter how powerful your intentions sound when spoken with passion or confidence publicly online. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now, repeatedly, until it reshapes your identity completely, permanently. Most people delay action because action exposes your current level of skill, focus, courage, and commitment without filters or excuses. Talking protects your ego, but execution tests your character in ways that reveal discipline, integrity, resilience, and truth daily, clearly. You discover your limits only after pushing beyond the comfort you once defended fiercely against necessary growth and pressure before. Average thinking creates average habits, which produce average lives without exception over long periods of time and repetition, daily, sadly.
If you keep choosing ease, do not expect strength to magically appear during moments that demand resilience and sacrifice most. Your habits are voting daily for the identity you will permanently embody through repetition, focus, and uncompromising standards upheld consistently. The world does not limit you nearly as much as your excuses do when repeated often enough to feel true. You either control your impulses or they control your destiny through repeated surrender to comfort and distraction daily habits quietly. Success is not complicated, but it is relentlessly demanding of your focus, effort, patience, and emotional maturity daily without excuse. Most people underestimate the cost of greatness and overestimate their current effort by comparing themselves to other average performers online. You cannot drift into excellence. You must direct yourself there intentionally with clarity, structure, discipline, and daily correction applied consistently. Every breakthrough is preceded by long periods of disciplined obscurity where no one claps, notices, or understands your grind fully. The pain you avoid today becomes the regret you carry tomorrow when opportunity is past and growth required courage earlier. You cannot complain about results you are not willing to work for with consistency, intensity, focus, and sacrifice daily required. Discipline feels heavy in the moment, but priceless over time when compounded through daily effort and relentless standards upheld consistently. You are not stuck, you are simply undisciplined in critical areas that demand courage, structure, focus, and repeated execution daily. Most people want transformation without the temporary humiliation of starting small and looking inexperienced while learning necessary skills properly, publicly. The grind reveals who you are when motivation disappears completely and only discipline remains to carry you forward anyway, relentlessly. Stop seeking applause from people who avoid the work themselves and start demanding results from your own standards daily instead. Your strongest self is built in moments you wanted to quit but chose discipline over emotion and weakness instead anyway. Consistency turns ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes over years when sustained through setbacks, boredom, fatigue, and doubt daily, relentlessly. If you refuse discomfort, you refuse the life waiting beyond it that requires courage, discipline, sacrifice, and growth daily, consistently. Mastery is boring repetition executed with precision long after excitement fades and distractions lose their seductive power over you gradually. You cannot outperform the standards you secretly tolerate during weak moments when discipline feels optional and comfort feels justified easily. Stop lowering the bar to match your effort. Raise your effort instead until your standards feel intimidating yet necessary daily. Great lives are constructed from small, disciplined actions repeated without drama, attention-seeking announcements, or constant external validation daily online. The mirror does not lie about the work you avoided when comfort convinced you that skipping once would not matter. You either train your mind daily or it trains you into patterns of procrastination, doubt, fear, and distraction automatically, consistently. Potential without pressure remains permanently unrealized because comfort smothers ambition before discipline has time to mature fully and solidify properly. The difference between wishing and winning is work performed consistently when no one is watching or encouraging you forward daily. Stop confusing movement with progress. Busy does not mean productive unless effort aligns with clear standards and measurable outcomes daily. You cannot keep negotiating with weakness and expect strength to dominate your habits, choices, and future identity fully, consistently today. Excellence demands that you do the work, especially when invisible, unrewarded, uncomfortable, and painfully repetitive for long stretches of time. Most people surrender to feelings instead of leading them with disciplined decisions rooted in long-term vision and standards daily. Your future punishes indecision more than honest mistakes because delay compounds regret, while action compounds experience and wisdom daily forward. Discipline is self-respect expressed through consistent behavior aligned with goals, values, standards, and long-term vision daily, intentionally applied. The comfort you defend today becomes the cage you hate tomorrow when ambition demands risk, sacrifice, and bold, disciplined action. Stop expecting results from efforts you barely sustain beyond a few emotional bursts of motivation each month, consistently at all. You grow by confronting resistance, not avoiding it, when fear, uncertainty, and doubt try convincing you to retreat backward daily. The person you admire built themselves through discipline, not luck, during countless unseen hours of focused, repetitive effort daily, quietly. Hard days are opportunities disguised as inconvenience, where character is tested and strengthened through deliberate, disciplined response daily, consistently applied. You cannot become exceptional while living like everyone else who prioritizes comfort, distraction, entertainment, and immediate gratification daily, consistently, over.